You can't be at ease in your body if your breathing is restricted. Your breath influences all of the vital functions of your body. And if your body has been under stress for an extended period, then it's likely that things have started to tighten up. The diaphragm starts to tighten up and gets stiff and restricted, then starts to decrease the amount of movement through all of the organs, through the abdomen, through the hips, through the lungs, and then everything just starts to slowly move into a space of dysfunction. How do we change this? How do we start to expand your breathing and then start to improve the ease of movement? Most people think you would just stretch, but this is more of an outside-in approach. And if your body is already depleted and then you're putting it through more of a stress through stretching and all of these things, not to say that they're bad, but you might need something first. So we're going to talk about that in today's video.
And the symptoms can be very spread out, but the most thing many people experience is just like feeling this rigid body where there is no elasticity, and it feels like every movement is really an act of energy output instead of just moving because it's natural. And when you experience things like this, then you know, okay, your body is really in a low level energy state, and you think maybe you have to do some relaxation practices, or you have to stretch like Benny mentioned before, or many people get attracted to massage or doing yoga, and these are all great things, but you have to look a bit deeper. On which level is the body stuck? And when you can look at a level in your body like this, then you know, okay, the biggest thing the body can be influenced in this state is just focusing on your breathing. And we are not talking here about do a breath exercise with so many seconds and for so many minutes. We are more talking about like get a natural feeling, a natural awareness back on how your breath is moving with your body in synchronization. This is what we are talking about here. And this is pretty simple and very effective. And you don't have to put hours of work or practice into this. You can just start off with 1 minute, for example, and this will have a big change when you start from there.
So when we connect the breath and the movement together, it's sort of like we're tuning a vehicle. We get the engine running smoothly before we try and take it through different terrain. And so at a practical level, you can practice with us as we talk you through how you can get started with it. But just starting by noticing the breathing, you may notice initially it feels a bit tight, it feels a bit tense. When you come back home to your body, it's natural that you're going to experience all of the things that have happened to it over time. And you may feel some resistance to connecting with this because it's easier to just distract yourself and do something different. But don't. Come back, connect with your breathing. The more we do this, then the more pleasant and peaceful it will start to be by you connecting with your body. As those things start to rise to the surface, as you connect with your breathing, just let them. You may have an emotional experience in the beginning, and that's okay. What we're doing is continuing to bring life force into your body as you're breathing now. You're just filling up and emptying it out, just in whatever timing. And we can upregulate the breathing just a little bit, just bring in a bit more life force now. So let's just take a few deeper breaths, just in your own timing. In through the nose and out through the mouth if you can. And just let your breathing just find a natural rhythm. So you can just keep going in and out of this in the beginning if you are looking to regulate yourself, your nervous system. It may be in the beginning some waves. As you keep really connecting with, well, who am I now? What is happening now? What opportunities do I have now? What is here for me? What is loving to me now? So we can really affirm that present moment to be a place where you want to be. And then we can connect it with a movement. There are so many different forms of movement that we can connect with our breathing. But one simple way to start is just by making a circle. So you can move your arms just in any circular fashion. But just as you breathe in, the circle becomes bigger. And as you breathe out, the circle completes. And it can be in so many different ways. It could be a smaller circle or a bigger circle. And just start to move in an explorative way, just making circles. The circle can be one arm, or two. So continue this for a period of time. Like Marcus said earlier, a minute is a good place to start, and then we can grow over time. A good amount to build up to is around about 10 minutes in a practice. And so continue this each day. Notice how you feel. Notice that you're bringing in more and more life force to support your body to heal, to support all of the functions that it needs to support you, to support your vitality and your health. So we come back to that statement that we started with. You can't be at ease in your body if your breathing is restricted. So just notice now, as you've practiced along with us, notice what is happening within your body. There may even be just a little bit more ease now. And what might happen if you continue to practice this over time?
There is nothing to strive for. It's just to be aware of what's happening and just come back to already start moving with ease in this movement explorations, and also just become aware of feeling this ease in doing these circles. And each breath there is opportunity to do these circles with less effort, and this will be a wonderful additional perspective in terms of bringing in more life force with your breath, one breath at a time.